Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Around Town. This is the SpartaCon edition. Now, I'm a huge fan of the hit series Spartacus, and I would have never guessed in a million years that I would have a chance to meet the cast of my favorite TV show or interview them 10 minutes away from my house. This event was jam-packed with live gladiator bouts, warrior training, panel discussions, lots and lots of photo ops. The actors were extremely excited to see the nearly 3,000 superfans who came to attend. It was just so unreal to watch them walk amongst the crowd, high-fiving and taking pictures with all the fans. So let's head over to our arena and let the games begin.
I commit my flesh, my mind, my will to the glory of this ludus and the commands of my master, Gladiatus. I swear to be burned, chained, beaten, or die by the sword.
Gladiators! What is beneath your feet?
Sacred ground, Doctore!
All right, guys, I'm Derek Edwards from Southern Maryland Filmmakers, and we are here with a man who needs no introduction, Liam McIntyre from Spartacus.
Hey.
Spartacus the man.
Hey, how you doing, man? Nice to see you, brother.
Great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Good to be here, man. How cool is it?
How are you enjoying the SpartaCon so far
It's
today?
cool. It's like what an amazing thing to have. Like just around. Like there's this. We're at a wonderful like baseball field. Just it's like a wonderful backdrop. And there's all these fans dressed up as different types of Romans that obviously I want to get. I'm sure. But it's just really cool. It's like it's a real community. It's nice. I'm truly overjoyed at the turnout and stuff.
We're
like that.
so excited. We're glad to have you here. I'm telling. I can speak for everyone. When we heard about the SpartaCon, we were watching that guest list like a hawk, and when we were waiting, when are we going to get Liam? Is he coming? Is he coming? The comments were crazy. Talk about like the difficulties of doing some of these things, being able to come to these things. I know scheduling.
Yeah, I mean it's a tricky, like it's the hardest thing because obviously as the guy on the show, you want to like the reason you have a career is because you've got some amazing fans, right? You know, and you want to honor that and be part of that, but you also don't want to let them down by going, "I'll come." And then the very last minute you go, actually can't come. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So like part of it is like, you know, you've got to figure out if you can actually be there as best as you can. Because things like with our job, like you could have nothing for 2 years and then like in one day someone would be like, here, you can be like the new head of a Marvel film or whatever, you know, lead or something. And so you just don't know. So you just try to, as best you can, well, at least for me, I always just nothing would make me sadder than having to disappoint everyone. So like we were just trying to work things out and make sure everything would fit. And then one day we were like, you know what? I think we can do this. Let's just do it and hope that it all works out. And here I am. It's so great. I'm so happy to be here.
We are too, definitely.
Well, thank you.
One of the things that a lot of people are asking, want me to ask anyway, talking about that changeover in Spartacus, coming in to have to take over.
Oh, sure,
yeah. Very difficult job to do, especially big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
How do you feel that people have received you as the new Spartacus?
Well, I mean, everyone's been lovely. Like I'm really lucky to have like such a great fan base in the show because I mean the same for me. I had the job and I was like, I would hate me. Like it's just such a horrible position to have to like you don't want the job to even be there because it means that another guy's sick who's worked so hard to get this opportunity, right? And so I mean I remember acutely like we did this we did this San Diego Comic-Con thing where it was like we're going to announce you as the new guy and stuff like that. And I was so scared going out because I mean I'm a pretty nerdy guy, and so I like follow things pretty closely. And I would be like I would find that really hard to deal with, and so I really did not know when I walked out on stage what people would how they'd take it. and everyone was really supportive. Like, you know, everyone like hoping for the best. You know, and everyone has been very supportive and said really supportive things on just carrying on the tradition that Andy sort of started, and that was the only thing that really mattered to me, like trying to keep that thing that he did so well alive, to keep the show going and do it justice to what he started, and it seems like people have been happy with stuff, and that's all I can hope for.
Is there any point in particular during the course of this series that you actually say, okay, now I've taken on this role. I am this role is mine now.
I mean, like, so, like, yes,
definitely towards the end, that's where I feel. I was like, he's commanding this role.
Oh, there you go.
This
Yeah,
role
well,
is
I
his.
think
He
like
is Spartacus.
the second season I got to do, like the last season of the show, was where I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, this is my bit of the job, the journey to go on, and I can lead these people and that sort of thing. So I guess I felt more comfortable being that guy in the second season I did in War of the Damned. But I mean, it's a shared thing always. You know, it's never. It will never be and never should be, and nor would I want it to be my role. In fact, I actually saw Andy Whitfield's documentary about Be Here Now. It's the most astounding thing. If you get a chance to see it, you absolutely watch it, because it's it's wonderful. B, it's heartbreaking, and C, it's just an important story. And I just watched it at a special screening, I guess just over a month ago, and it's like. Oh, it's just the most moving thing, and if you're a fan of Spartacus or Andy himself, then you should really see it. It's just terrific.
Yeah, I think the cast and the directors, they did an excellent job of merging you into that role and giving people time to adjust to you. I think that was very important.
Yeah, they were really mindful. Everyone from the top down, like they really tried really hard to make sure that for me and for everyone around it, were like, it's probably Manu Bennett. Would have been. Definitely Manu Bennett.
Yeah, that's it.
How wonderful. I'm sorry.
No, it's just.
Oh, there he is. Great. Can you grab a bit of that? You probably can't. Anyway, it's Manu Bennett in the middle of the thing. That's terrific. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
No problem.
I wish you could see it. It's Manu Bennett in the middle of a diamond yelling, "Shall we begin?" It's kind of amazing.
Wow.
Yes, where was I? I'm sorry.
Just the transition, how well that the directors and...
Sorry, of course,
no problem.
Basically, it was like the director, starting from, actually, Manu was one of the first people I met on the show, and he sat down, and all the cast were really mindful of me coming in, and I can't even imagine how it was for them, because it must have been very strange. And at the start, you don't even consider that. You're like, oh God, I hope I can do a good job. But you're like, they're acting with a new guy. It must be strange. But they were all very warm and welcoming, and the producers were just like, it's yours. You do what you need to do with this. You know, own it, and we will support you with whatever you do. And everyone was really trying really hard to make me feel comfortable. And you can't ask for any more than that in a job like that.
I think they did an excellent job. And like I said, for me personally, I felt that you took on that role, I mean, as best as anyone could in that situation. So tell us real quick about, I guess, the best part about being on the show, one of your most memorable moments, and probably one of the most difficult things that you had to do.
Oh, wow.
I know it's on the spot, right?
No, totally. Well, most memorable moments, I mean, for me, that whole last episode was all of that. Yeah. Like, all of those in one, because it was like, you've got to end this show, you've got to honor the legacy of a fallen comrade, essentially, and so you want to tie it up, honoring him and honoring all the fans that watch the show, but also the actual work. There was so much to do in such a short amount of time. And so we had like 11 days to shoot all of that, which was not a lot.
Not at all.
Yeah, right. And so it was like a battle and a war, and some of it we're just winging it. You know, you're just like, okay, sword fight. Let's hope this works out. But it came out so well. You know, like it just came together so well. So I'm like so proud of it. It was exhausting. I nearly lost my vision. Just the whole different story. Yeah. But like there was all kinds of things. But it turned out so. I was so proud of it, which is like all of those things in one, like hard, horrible, amazing, you know.
All right, so where can people find you? You're on social media and
absolutely,
Facebook,
like Liam_J_McIntyre or at whatever for Twitter, but like with dots instead for Instagram because someone took my one.
Oh no!
Thanks, friend.
Right.
So Liam.J.McIntyre, whatever. So that's where I am socially, and other stuff that I'm doing. If you're in Paris, I'm going to do there's a SpartaCon in Paris, which is happening in September, which is kind of pretty awesome because it's in Paris. So that'll be fun. And then what else am I doing? There's like I may be doing.
We're keeping you busy. That's
no, it's I'm busy. I may be doing more of the Flash. I'm not sure. I'm still waiting to find out, which would be kind of exciting. I don't know yet, so I don't think I'm ruining anything because I don't know yet. And what else? And other stuff I can't talk about yet, which is exciting.
Right.
But yeah, mysterious, right? Well,
we're definitely going to be looking out for you. Like I said, congratulations on all your success. And so we're definitely, me as a fan, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you in many, many more things to come.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Derek Edwards from Southern Maryland Filmmakers. Spartacus, Liam McIntyre.
Bye.
All right, I'm Derek Edwards with Southern Maryland Filmmakers, and we are here with Dan Furigel, Agron from the hit series Spartacus.
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
How excited are you about today's event?
It's good. All these things are always amazing. Like, especially, I don't think there's ever been a Spartacus-related con, and everybody here are huge fans of the show. Everybody is so nice. They are genuinely appreciative of what you do, and I'm appreciative of of them taking the time out to come and see us, and it's fantastic. It's really good.
Yes. We're, like I said, I'm local. I'm from this area, so when we found out that you guys were going to come, I mean, everybody was a mad rush to try to get here and make sure we'd be able to get a chance to meet you guys. So tell us about the show. Tell us about like some of your most exciting moments about being on SpartaCon. Like, what has it meant to you to be a part of such this amazing thing?
It's been fantastic, and I think the most amazing part about it was just it came out of nowhere. I initially auditioned for Crixus, actually, who's speaking right now, Manu. And obviously that didn't eventuate because Manu did such a great job. And then I auditioned for Duro and got Agron. And so I remember going just before I flew over to New Zealand to shoot it. I saw the trailer that they released, and I saw how amazing it was and how it looked like 300 and that kind of style, and it just made me so excited. And then I didn't really know the scope of the show that I was going to be on until we watched the first 2 episodes while we were still shooting the first season, and just that was amazing. And also the reach it's had, and especially in regards to my character and how a lot of people have really taken to him and are really appreciative of my performance, and it's just amazing. It was exciting and very humbling to be a part of something so cool.
In the series, you actually kind of your role. One of the things I noticed about your role is like you kind of the voice of reason for Spartacus a few times. How does that?
And SpartaCon.
Yeah, it's SpartaCon. I know. How does that? That role, is that something that's like to your personality, like you normally kind of that guy, or you had to really, how far of a stretch was that for you to play?
Well, I like in real life, I'm usually the quiet person that kind of doesn't really say too much, and I'm not as quick to fly off the handle like Agron was. Yeah. But it was fun to do. The best thing about that show was, because I came in halfway through the first season, they kind of let me do whatever I wanted to do. And so it just... Calm down, Mike. And so it just came out of nowhere and was just organic, and they let me do whatever. And so that was the best part about it, and I could find my little moments and find my little bits and pieces that were me. I mean, the performance was me. You just have to find little bits and pieces here. We go, okay, I might accentuate this or I might accentuate that, and yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Right. So obviously, switching over from Andy to Liam, big change for everybody in the series.
Yes.
How do you feel he did? Coming into that type of situation, and the crew, how did they respond to it?
Well, I mean, it was such a unique kind of set of circumstances, and Liam did an amazing job. He had the weight of the world on his shoulder. It was, as Stephen and I said before he introduced the final episode when we had a screening of it. He said it was a thankless job, like just the way people reacted, because people loved Andy so much, and he made such an impression after one season that, of course, it's very, very hard to have that change. But Liam did an amazing job. He brought something completely different to the character of Spartacus. He was different to Andy, and Liam did things that Andy could not, and Andy did things that Liam could not. Like that kind of, they're different people, they're different personalities. So, I've got nothing but praise for Liam. He stepped into a very, very hard job, and he did his best. The crew loved it. Like, everybody was welcoming, everybody was warm, because the fact of the matter is, in the end, everybody has to come together to do a great job. And if people are a bit like, because of some particular person, then it's not going to work. So everybody the best thing about Spartacus was it was a big ensemble piece, and so Liam was fantastic.
So for your
So was I.
Yeah, yes, you were, and that's what I was going to say. For your role, I mean, was this one of the better roles you've done, or most challenging roles? I'm sure at Gladiator Boot Camp, I've watched all the behind the scenes footage. Looked brutal.
Yeah, well, physically, absolutely. I had never trained boot camp style before. Like in first season, as I said, I came in halfway through, and I just concentrated on, because I was quite small at the time, just getting bigger and bigger to catch up with everybody else. But I didn't do any of the kind of quick kind of boot camp style stuff. So we did a mock boot camp for a muscle and fitness shoot. Oh, it was terrible. I looked big, but I just had none of that kind of anaerobic endurance. It was amazing. But then second season I did the boot camp and I started to really appreciate that style of stuff. So physically, yes, it was absolutely demanding, especially filming and maintaining that kind of physicality for the entire shoot, because you needed to be fit to do the fight scenes, because you could be doing fight scenes all day. And it's exhausting. You get injured if you don't train and stretch and all that sort of stuff. But in regards to challenging roles, absolutely. I got to do so much stuff, which was fantastic, and that's the most exciting thing about being an actor, and especially being on the show. Is Stephen and the gang wrote some fantastic stuff.
It was great. Like I said, I'm a fan from start to finish, from the first episode to the last episode. So we all loved it. It was great. So we'll wrap it up real quick though. But I say, what was the one thing you're going to miss the most about being on the show? It's just such an amazing show.
It's a group of people.
Yeah.
The one thing about being on a television series is it becomes a family. Like you see the same people every day. You go through all these emotions with all these people. It's draining. You go up, you go down, and everybody in New Zealand, all the crew are all amazing people. All the cast, all the guest cast, all the extras, everybody that came through were amazing, and that is the thing that I miss. I still miss it.
But it's great to do these so you get to see everybody again.
Absolutely. This is the first time I've seen Gwen. I haven't seen Dustin for a long time, and Manu I haven't seen for a long time, and so because we all live in different areas. Like I live in Los Angeles now, so and that is the biggest thing that I miss. Is it's a very family kind of group, and that's the biggest thing.
All right. So where can people find you? They want to see you more of Agron. Are you going to be doing any more type of characters like that? Or?
Yeah, I have something coming up. I did a movie a couple of years ago called Cryptic, which is coming out January 2016. It's a British film, so that should be cool. I've got a couple of things coming out towards the end of next year. I've got something that I'm doing right at this moment, which I cannot talk about.
I know we get that a lot today.
Well, unfortunately, the reason why that is because everything is so easily, instantaneously sent out.
I know.
And so, like the studios, networks, and all that are just getting everybody to sign non-disclosure agreements because do not say anything. So, as soon as I'm allowed to, I will talk about it. But it's fun. It's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
So Facebook, you're on Facebook and YouTube. I heard somebody did say you have a YouTube. You do some videos and answer questions.
I did some YouTube stuff years ago, but I just haven't
had it down. Okay.
I haven't kept up with it. However, Facebook, Dan Furigal. I've got the little tick, so that's me. Twitter is at DG Furigal, FEUERREGL, because I have a weird last name. And Instagram is also at DG Furigal. Facebook, every now and then I'll just post something and then I'll just answer questions and stuff like that, and Twitter whenever I can. Follow me, find me, and I usually just post silly stuff. So.
Well, I'm sure
it's not very,
I'm sure your fans love to see you and interact with you, and it's great that you do that. Yeah. So, like I said, thank you for talking to us, and we appreciate you coming down to our town and visiting us.
It's beautiful. I love it. This baseball field is amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous, and. The best thing as soon as I got off the plane was, the air. Oh, yeah. It's a little different to LA.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's Dan Furigal from the hit series Spartacus. I'm Derek Edwards with Southern Maryland Filmmakers. Thank you for watching. Well, that's it for now. We hope you enjoyed part 1 of the SpartaCon. There was just too much video footage and interviews to try to pack into one show, so we decided to do 2. The interviews will be posted separately on our website at somdfilms.com, so you can watch the interviews with your favorite actor over and over and over again. Don't forget to check us out on all your favorite social media sites at Southern Maryland Filmmakers. We thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 of the SpartaCon, and we'll be seeing you around town.